Well, hey everybody, Lonnie Ray Dibbles here, and we want to come with a weekly tip. Now that you're about a week in to your archery season, you've been probably packing your climber in and out, some of your neighbors' properties, maybe even hunting some of the stands they have already hung for you, and it's been hot. Oh man, it's been hot, and you're kind of getting tired of either lugging that or having to climb up and down on a ladder. What's up, Laverna? How are you? And so we thought maybe teaching a little bit about some of these ground blinds will be beneficial to you. One, you don't have to carry it in. You can get it set up, leave, come back later. Keeps the sun out of your eyes. It's dark in there. You can take a nap, whether you're hungover or just tired. But we're going to give you some tips on how to get this thing set up. All right, here we are in front of one of these ground blinds, and as you see, I've done a little brushing in. We got this nice firm stick here. They say you want to make the ground blind look as natural as possible, and you know, a lot of people tend to overdo it. They tend to just put stuff all over the place. Really, I don't think that's all that natural. I mean, it's natural to find one or two sticks laying by themselves if they haven't been used to cover up a CWD patch already. And so if you take some of them and just stick them right here, as you can tell, I've kind of stuck mine right here in the middle of this window. Okay, one here kind of makes it look, you know, like it's casual, but it is here to party. If you're ready to get down with the brown, I'm going to give you an inside view of what we're going to be looking at from inside of the blind. All right, here we are inside of this Rogers Vision blind. They don't make them anymore. I wish they would. They're pretty good for $89 find from time to time. I think Primos might have got mad at them for kind of copying their design. But anyway, if you look here, let's see if I can get. You gotta have a little bit right in the middle of where you're looking. I got this little stick, but it has lots of branches. So that way, whenever you're looking, you don't exactly have a full clear view of the deer. That gives the deer a little bit more of an advantage. It's real easy nowadays in this archery season, now that we have crossbows. Those bolts will go right through all that. I mean, you don't have to worry about that being in your scope. You're magnified. Oh, hey there, Laverna, what's going on? So go ahead and stick one or two of those right in the middle of where you're going to be looking and shooting. And we'll show you one more time. You can still see that there's a deer right there. And as you can see, this is pretty much as close to a finished product as what you're going to find without it being actually out in the woods. We've got our Reinhardt target over here set up, and you want to practice some realistic situations and distances. This Reinhardt over here set up. Here I'm counting my steps. I'm at about 65, 66, 67, you know, just about at 70 yards. You want to make sure that you're taking the type of shots that you're going to be taking out there in the woods or the field edge or wherever you're hunting at. Maybe inside somebody's barn, who knows. I know with the crossbows now, we've really been practicing shooting from our bellies. It's easier for us to crawl underneath fences, really get into those fence rows, get on our belly, and shoot some of those deer that we see whenever we're driving around on the road. It's also we get to where we're sitting down, kind of in a turkey lounger. Practiced that shot quite a bit. We found that we get our back against a tree. One of them turkey loungers, we're pretty effective up to about 170 yards now. So we've had a few y'all asking, you know, here specifically about this one target we've been shooting at. We want to try to, like I mentioned, make things as realistic as possible. Specifically, they've been asking the age and score of this here Reinhardt woodland buck. If you look, it does have 4 on one side, actually has 4 on both sides, so it's legal in most Missouri counties because of the antler point restrictions. You know, there's been a lot of debate on antler point restrictions, if it's been good, if it's been bad. You know, high grading deer, whether you should be shooting 1.5-year-old, 2.5-year-old, if a 3.5-year-old deer is mature or not. It really depends on the numbers in your area and everything like that. So, you know, if if you were a guy and you were shooting a deer like this on your farm, you know, maybe calling it a 4.5-year-old deer, maybe even a 5.5-year-old deer because it has 4 on one side, and you know, kind of arguing that, oh, I'm not high grading. No, you're not high grading because you're shooting young freaking deer. You know, we try to let these walk on some of our properties, but when we start going on some of our neighbors' properties, and other people's neighbors' properties especially, you know, these things are going down. We got lots of brothers that have tags that they want to fill them, and so, you know, we're not going to shame them for shooting something like this, especially that tag to fill. All right, one last thing that we want to do here is walk you through one of our food plots. So strolling out here towards our mailbox, you know, we started a food plot here on our east side drive. If you look here in the middle, we had one bag of antler dirt in the back of the Ranger that had a hole in it, and as we were driving out here, you can kind of see where that antler dirt started to spill out, and it almost looked like a hydraulic leak, and it was right here in the line. So we said, heck, that antler dirt's already down, we might as well go ahead and utilize it. So you can definitely tell we planted this whole thing here, and you can tell where some of our brassicas and fall blend stuff hit this antler dirt and where it didn't. I mean, you got damn near bare ground over here on each side, but right where this antler dirt was, we got us a great little strip of plot. We're going to call this the Swamp Donkey killing plot right here, right next to our big blind.